Just healing up from the last battle.
Hmm. Just water, you pansy.
How do you know?
I made the game.
Oh. I can't believe I'm sitting in the presence of this game's creator.
Well, to be fair, I don't remember a lot of it, mostly just this scene.
Ah,
There's a lot of drugs involved.
right. So do you know why it gets so pixelated?
Well, the game was also on a lot of drugs at the time.
Oh, how does that work?
It just works, man. To quote the great Todd Howard.
Well, we're feeling a lot better now.
What? I can't hear you over the sound of nature.
You know, it's funny. I think the sound was only on the left side or something, because I didn't hear anything when you said what. I was like, what's happening?
It's a fucking raging torrent over here. Over in Leftville.
Okay, so at this point we're going after Code Talker. He's in the mansion up ahead. It's all those little lights in the distance.
That battle just now. You're right at the mansion. The target's close. Be sure to think this through.
Make sure this mission's a fit for you before you go on it.
So these are like ghost orbs, right? You're in a haunted forest?
Sure.
Cool.
This is like the Legends mode of Ghost of Tsushima.
Ah.
I was thinking recently it would be a real bitch move if they made a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima and called it Ghosts of Tsushima, plural.
Oh.
Like aliens, but
Yeah.
really confusing.
And then the third one would be Ghost of Tsushima versus Predator.
Yeah.
iDroid information updated.
But it's not like Predator from Alien vs Predator. It's like a predator,
Sneaking in.
like
Oh.
a tiger or something.
Oh, that kind of predator.
Anything I was thinking child predator?
Maybe.
I mean, it could be both.
Okay, so we interrogated this guy and we now know. I think he told us where Code Talker is? He probably said some shit.
Just kept kicking him in the dick until he said something.
I think we're in the clear.
I can't see shit. It's not clear.
This damn weather's fogging up my eye patch. Need to get one of those fancy eye patches that my son has.
Assuming he has, no eye behind the eye patch, do you think it's like collecting condensation from the mist right there?
I don't want to think about that.
Just terrible thought of the day. Oh, good, you got more boxes.
Yeah, you gotta restock. I also got some more Noctocyanin, but I think it's not working because I have markers turned off. I guess the little outlines that you see qualify as markers. Or something just went wrong.
Could be both.
Sure.
This is Pequod coming in with pills and cardboard. You spent a lot of money on this shit.
Also, half the pills are missing? That's weird.
But I'm having a good time.
I'm having trouble controlling the helicopter, but I think it'll be fine.
How long have I had two hands?
Oh, that's right. You're the one missing a hand. Not to bring it up.
But you're a freak. Alright, see you later. Crashes into a mountainside.
It's another one of those freaky public broadcasts. So basically, if you just follow these candles strewn throughout the building, they generally will lead you toward Code Talker.
So is Code Talker having like a romantic night or something? Is that for like his lady friend?
Yeah,
or?
he's actually waiting. Yeah, he's waiting for his date to show up.
You go to his bedroom and like he's laying on the bed with a pillow over his junk, like, wasn't expecting you here.
Oh, you caught me with my pants down.
Well, since you're here.
Don't forget to wear a condom. It is the 80s.
Oh, who am I kidding? Neither of us will need that.
What about AIDS, though?
You can't get AIDS from a fist.
I guess. Depends on how many open wounds you have.
Well, in that case.
Considering what we just went through, you know, there's a significant risk, I'd say.
I'm sure your hands are fine. You mostly got shot in the torso.
Okay, so in this next scene, there's some dialogue that annoys the shit out of me because he says some words in Navajo, I believe, and the subtitles do not translate them.
That is... I hate that.
Yeah. And also, Snake clearly doesn't understand that, and yet he uses like 4 or 5 Navajo terms. I went to the trouble of looking them up and sort of figuring out what they mean. I didn't find any super clear answers. But there he just said snake, or should I say horned demon? Again, that's like an interpretation that I found on Reddit. There's no like clear answer on that second one, but the first word is definitely snake.
That's him. That's Code
God, he has a terrible haircut.
Yeah, the hair on top of his head still grows actually, but he just shaves it off.
Or death.
What do you...
It could be in here.
I've always wondered like
Stay quiet. Your life depends
how
on
weird it is to shave as like a really old wrinkled man, like shave your face.
Yeah.
I hate the thought of that.
Yeah, me too.
Parasite has infected your band.
I don't have a band.
Those are its lava. They enter the throat and attach.
If I did have a band, I'd be the bass player.
And speaking of entering the
They
throat,
mimic the host's membranes flawlessly. No one can tell the difference.
It's super
Upon reaching
good.
maturity, they make
hit this shit, big boss.
exposure to a particular
Well,
sound
you say that.
triggers copulation. The resulting lava then feast on the host lungs, killing it. The particular sound.
Oh yeah.
That's that good shit. Also, hey, how you doing?
Words. They attack only those who speak a certain language. Not just one. I cannot say which language your parasites are attuned to. But silence
It's
is
Kakongo.
the best way to keep them from laying their children.
Since you broke into my house, here's some
Contains
peace
an
pipe.
herb that they dislike.
First hit's free.
What is it? Opium. Pussy.
That should deafen them for a while. You have bought yourself some time. Speak.
Is there a cure?
You have to have sex with other men.
Manifest lava
I don't make the rules.
alveoli. At which point, nothing can be done. There is a way to halt the onset, which would prevent infection.
High five.
Oh, okay. I guess not.
Too slow.
I need your help. He stole the ones I sealed away, forced me to do his terrible work. Skullface.
No, Huey.
Even a country like America sways in his wake. I could not defy him. The fate of Diné.
Diné is community.
However, perhaps the Nishia led you here.
And Nishia
If my
is,
children have upset the Rojun
I
of the
think,
world,
mistake was the best interpretation.
falls to me
And then Hoju
to
is
set it
like
right.
balance. You're welcome.
I want him to start using other jargon from like other language. Like he had mad chutzpah.
Honestly, all of this stuff is so vague. Like, I wonder if Kojima even knew what these words meant.
Right, it could translate to "the fate of the world is in your hands" or "I want a tuna sandwich." Could go either way.
Dream of every ruler.
And this is the part where Code Talker
Teach them
just spouts a bunch of nonsense.
Well, I mean, he did just smoke a shit ton of opium. But he didn't care.
on his lands, destroying
There is no way that aliens are not real.
his tongue. He calls them his ethnic cleansers.
Ethnic cleansers. That's what Skullface is after.
That's pretty fucked up.
Boss, he's gonna wipe every language besides English off the face of the earth.
Ironic.
You know, I've played through this game many times. I still don't understand what the fuck Skullface's plan is, to be honest.
You think he understands?
No.
Thanks to them that man first learned to speak. But now, the hands of their clock turn back. They've been
Yep, he's senile. About this time, Snake is like, was what he actually told me factual, or is he just crazy?
Listen, I just pooped myself.
You start walking, like, you see another dude that looks vaguely like him, like, hey, my name's Code Talker. What do you have with my grandfather?
They know you took out the skulls. No sense
So,
rushing things now.
if you don't fight the
Didn't see what the
skulls
next move is.
during the quote-unquote boss battle, they'll actually show up at this portion and, like, attack you as you're trying to escape.
Sounds way more difficult.
Yeah, I've honestly never allowed them to live this far, but I imagine it would be.
That dude shone a flashlight right at you. You think he was just like, is this guy kidnapping an old man?
Well, I mean, I imagine he knows who the old man is.
I think it's funnier if he doesn't.
Sure.
victims of the experiment.
I killed a lot of people.
They were implanted without
Have you
my
ever heard the
knowledge,
term
even had I known.
silent but deadly?
There is nothing I could have done.
Are the MIA intel team members buried there too? Bastards. They're gonna pay for this.
Listen, don't act like you're the good guy. You kind of kidnapped people and forced them to work for you in the first place. Like,
But it's like a cool kind of.
it's like a cool Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
You know I had a wheelchair, right?
It wouldn't exactly be easy to push a wheelchair over this terrain.
Yeah, but would it be harder than, like, Fireman carrying a dude while you're in a crouch?
I guess depending on how strong you are, maybe. I should probably call in the chopper.
Roger.
Well, yeah, and then Pequod would have to be wheelchair accessible. And,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's a fair point.
So I guess that means that they had to like make a wheelchair at Mother Base for him.
Man, and if a cardboard box takes like $10,000 to research, what the fuck is a wheelchair cost?
Sorry, boss. We only know how to make guns. So
If you want to shoot him.
Tell me how to fight it.
I hid the answer in a microbe this one carries.
how many of those things you carrying?
It turns the
lot.
male parasites into females, preventing reproduction.
I call it the cock block.
One parasite infecting another. However, it doesn't affect only the parasite. It alters the
You
host
turn into a
as well.
chick too.
Your infection will be contained, but you and your men will also be rendered infertile.
So basically, you may nut freely.
That is the price you must pay.
Yeah, no, you could have just told me that in the first place. He's like swallowing it immediately.
That is not how it works.
That freak show back there. They the work of your children too?
No, that is my son.
A different strain from the vocal cord parasite, known as the one that covers. It acts as the host's skin, providing strength in exchange for nourishment. But I did not know those men were infected. They were forced to serve him.
My son, that is.
Steal my research.
Good kid.
Have you seen one of their vehicles?
Big yellow cake.
Captured a convoy they were escorting. Cargo's some kind of mineral.
What became of it? The metallic archaea.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
It's the Nazgul.
To be continued right now.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
Telling you, it's the Nazgul right now.
I don't even know what that is.
From Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Who could have seen this coming?
Oh no, not Pequod.
We're flying right into a school.
So they're both dead.
Pequod seemed like a cool guy.
Well, that wasn't Pequod though.
That was Pequod. They're all Pequod.
I guess. It's like Roach from The Witcher.
Yeah.
And when he came down, he did say he was Pequod, I think. But I think they, like, he swapped. It was the end of his shift, so he swapped
Yeah.
in the middle of the flight.
I was kind of hoping for as soon as you regain consciousness here, so you're finally awake. You were caught trying to cross the border with that thief over there.
Interesting that I don't have a single injury of any kind.
It looks like you're surrounded by mist.
And I literally fell and bonked my fucking head on the floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ocelot took a bunch of those pills so we can see everyone outlined in blue in the world. So it seems you're covered in some kind of mist. How do you know this?
Hurry! They are coming!
Just like me!
That's a big nasty fart.
Oh god, that old guy stinks!
The stench is going directly into my nostrils.
Uh-oh, someone pooped themselves. Just saying, normal pants shouldn't make such a squishy sound.
I've always felt like this particular texture on that guy in the background is just unfinished.
Yeah, you could see that. Is about the time that Kojima got fired. Now we in Metal Gear survive, boys.
Yeah. Remember that time that Kojima said that zombies in Metal Gear was completely silly?
We are their quarry.
No, a quarry is a place that you mine stuff. We're people.
Go back to saying Navajo words or whatever.
Mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to...
Goddamn zombies.
No means no!
So, for these guys, you want to have something that has like a lot of punch, kind of break through the rock armor.
Yeah.
Shotgun works pretty well.
Well, if you need a lot of punch, why not punch them?
A good point.
Why not have some refreshing Hawaiian punch?
Thirsty?
Ow!
The sword is supposed to go in you, not me. As you can see, I'm employing some tactics from the Stalwart Tiger with the shield on the back. For a second, I was going to use the helicopter to block those giant rocks they hurl, but you don't want to do that because the Code Talker is still sitting by the chopper.
You don't want Code Talker to take a giant rock for you?
Yeah, and that will happen, and you will fail. God damn. They're fucking me up. Time out. I need to sit and suck my thumb for a minute. Fucking jerk.
Okay.
He changed his mind? Oh, there he is.
And to think, like, you're risking your life doing all this shit. And back at Mother Base, Kaz is just over there being a sad boy.
Whoa. This is bad.
That's fine.
Just
Yeet.
crouch and everything's fine.
He just pimp slapped you.
I'm getting straight up slippery from all this blood.
You know, if you get bloody enough, you can... If you're slippery enough, you can just slip and slide away.
just ran out of shells.
Nope, 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 nope. Ah, you again. She just shoots you in the kneecap.
Sit this one out, idiot. Why don't you take care of this one, Quiet? I'll just sit over here.
Hold on.
Reloading! I'm real tired of your rock bullshit.
Now it's time to rock and roll. Alright, I'll see you later.
Think I'll take a nap now?
It's kind of fucked up. They respect your timeouts, but you don't respect their timeouts.
I'm a cheating bitch.
You know you're gonna, like, be flying to safety, and they're gonna be like, so I didn't know the human body contained that much blood.
Hell yeah, Quiet.
Good word, boss. I'm coming in on another chopper. Get Code Talker to the LZ and wait there.
He was just chilling here the whole time.
How's it going?
This is Pequod.
Do you have any hamburgers?
This is Pequod. Have arrived at
Pequod, we have to stop by a McDonald's. It's important.
I want to go in the play place.
Get in, boss.
Just see this fucking, like, goblin of an old man going down the slide.
Wee! That's what he would look like with his arms up.
Skullface.
Put him in a
is
baby
no
seat.
longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago. in the
it's
Southern
too close.
Indian Ocean.
It just bounces off his face like, oh, fuck.
The final test was the opposite. To prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's part Italian. He's really
Put it
talking
into
with his hands here.
all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even
Snake
the
just fucking
smallest
jumps out.
Yeah, I'm done.
can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
Did you say bipedal? Like 2 penises?
Nice.
The very atmosphere of nukes. Any
The world's not ready for double dicks.
deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. It fails.
Anybody got any
all
wet
heat
naps?
controls.
I got a lot of strawberry jam on me.
Can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they
I'm definitely not gonna steal that idea.
Conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
So, you like sports?
How long you been old?
Epidemic at Mother Base.
Oh, not long.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite.
Everyone has herpes.
Honestly, you did not need my expertise for this.
Oh god, my balls!
Strain. Meaning, a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
Why did we kidnap everyone from the Kikongo region?
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia.
This one was up my butt.
Introduced to a sample of
Enjoy the
parasite.
smell.
A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation.
I've seen that
Must cultivate
fanfic.
more.
You know, that didn't have to be a suppository, right? Oh, I know.
Trust me, it's better this way.
I was really hoping they'd give each other the thumbs up. Now go have lots of unprotected sex, Tiger. You got it, boss. This is Pequod coming in hot.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform.
For some reason, we just get like 10 seconds of Kaz POV.
Hot. Is that why I felt so sad there for that 10 seconds?
Probably.
Skullface will pay for this.
About 350.
I'm taking his arm and leg.
Again, truth serum.
Fair enough.
What are those legs made of? Titanium?
Human flesh?
The femur.
Wait, I can't see without those.
No, don't inject my glasses! I like how they're just fucking torturing him. Like,
Metallic archaea.
Why not?
I mean, they were bored. He's easy to torture. What's he gonna do? Walk away?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life, as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight, and on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's.
You know where this finger's been?
No!
All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me.
Not unless they have a ghost boy.
But what are the odds of that? Was that really necessary? Nope, just fun. You know, you never actually told me what you wanted.
All I want is for you to suffer.
Hey, that's my line. No, please don't.
Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it.
I don't really know what he stands to gain by withholding that information.
Yeah, he really has everything to lose and literally nothing to gain. Throw him in the ocean.
Well, now I'm gonna have sex with you.
Oh no, that would be terrible!
I haven't thought about it every night, for sure.
Did you read my journal?
No.
You just see him slowly get dragged.
Wait!
Fuck you.
Honestly, that's kind of one of my favorite things.
They gave him his wheelchair.
Yeah, they did it. They managed to develop the wheelchair.
Cost $6 billion.
Well, guess what? Next episode is the season finale. And you won't believe what number 8 is.